Hello, my lovely people. Welcome to the 2021 season. What are we talking about this year? What conversation are we going to be having? I'm excited to bring you this new series. I've been pondering exactly what it is that I wanted to share with you, and I wish for you to start deliberately introducing more local words into your everyday vocabulary. So, this way, you will be consciously learning Loko in the things you do every day and in the things you say. Right? So, let's go. Halikuha. I'm hoping that you're well and you're staying safe and you and your loved ones are really, taking this one stride at a time. We are going to be learning about nouns, and in doing so, we will start off looking at the family. We will start with the nuclear family. The plural of many nouns, especially members of the human family in Loko, it's quite irregular. It's irregular nouns, yeah. And members of a family is never referred to as if it's an isolated object, like, for example, a ruler or a pen or a pencil. It is always an object belonging to someone. So, for example, you would say, my father, your father, his father, her father, their father. Right? So let's start off by looking at the four main persons in the nuclear family, which is the mother, father, son, and daughter. So we will look at two pronouns actually, which is my and your. That's a whole other lesson by itself to go into contraction and all of that. So we're just going to take it as is for now because I cannot do an entire contraction lesson. It's a little bit more in depth. I could do it, but not in this lesson. So the first thing we want to look at is the word father. So if you look on the screen, you would see it there. And the word father is ichi. Right? I-C-H-I. Ichi. That's father. So if you want to say, for example, my father, you would say da chi. Da apostrophe chi, meaning my father. So da chi, which is my father. So ichi is the word for father. My father is da chi, and your father would be bichi. B apostrophe I-C-H-I. So bichi. Look there, you would see it. Bichi. Your father. So my father is dachi, and your father would be bichi. Kind of like bichi, but bichi. Yeah. Your father. Okay, so that is the word for father. Moving right along, let's look at the word for mother. What do you think the word for mother is? Okay, so the word for mother is oyo. So again, remember the is my. So if you want to say my mother, how do you say that? The you, right? It'd be the you. So my mother, the you. The reason is that when two vowels come together, you have to take one out and you put the apostrophe to indicate it. So it's the. So we can't say da or you. That would be incorrect. So it's the you. My mother. Or just or you. Mother. To say your mother, you remember what the word for your is? What the pronoun is? B and apostrophe. So your mother would be oyo. Right? So B oyo. So oyo. Your mother. So mother is oyo, and your mother would be oyo. Right? So if you look on the screen, you would see the spelling there. So if you're introducing your mother, you would say toho da yo, meaning this is my mother. Or if you're introducing your father, you can say toho da chi, this is my father. Right? Remember, not every single word would have a related word for translation. Sometimes it's just a phrase. So toho dachi, this is my father, and toho dayo, this is my mother. So we've covered mother and we have covered father. So just to recap, father is ichi, and to say my father we say dachi. To say your father we say bichi. Mother is oyo. My mother would be dayo. Your mother would be oyo. And to say this is my mother, you say toho dayo. Or this is my father, you say toho dachi. So thank you for joining me. Come back again tomorrow, where we will continue talking about the nuclear family, and we will be looking at how to say son and daughter and children and child. So see you next time. Be safe. Remember to wash your hands, stay your distance, and wear your mask.